Welcome once again to Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pollock, your host for this segment. And with me today I have Shelby Riley, who is LSW, and I'm assuming that stands for Licensed Social Worker.
That's correct.
She's a rural foster recruiter.
Yes.
We're going to find out what that is and why are you down here in Pahrump as a rural foster recruiter.
Yeah. So thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
You're right. My role is Nevada's rural foster care recruiter. So my job is to recruit foster homes for our 15 rural counties in Nevada. Just in case you're unfamiliar with what that is, that's everywhere in Nevada besides Clark County and Washoe County up north.
Besides those two?
Yeah. So I cover all of our rural counties in the middle.
And so they have their own area of expertise for those?
Right. So our Child Services Agency in Nevada is broken down into 2 county agencies. So there's Washoe County's Human Service Agency operates on their own. Clark County operates on their own. Okay. And then we as the state cover the rest of our rural counties.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us a little bit more what you're going to be doing here.
So I'm here to spread the word on our need for foster homes across Nye County and across rural Nevada. In rural Nevada, we have roughly 400 children in the foster care system that are either going to need a home for a temporary amount of time or they may need a loving family for a lifetime. In Nye County specifically, there's around 11 foster homes and they're all full. All of those homes are going to be in the Pahrump area, and there's a need for foster homes outside of that area, such as Beatty or Tonopah.
Do you ever touch Ambrose Valley?
We do, and we definitely need homes there as well.
Wow, okay. Crystal, you haven't heard of the Crystal, have you?
I haven't.
Huh?
No.
All right, that's a very small community. I don't even know if they have any kids up there right now. But if you hear about it, there's another little small town. So tell us a little bit more about what you do.
So in rural Nevada, children enter foster care for a variety of reasons, but what it usually always boils down to is if there's crisis going on in the family, and so we're there to intervene. First and foremost, the division is always going to see if we can keep the child in their home. Does that mean that a safe person moves in the home? Does that mean that someone moves out of the home to make it more safe? And if that's not possible, we're going to explore if those children can stay with someone in their own world. So is there relatives that can step up? If there's chosen family, family friends, even teachers or coaches or members of your church, someone that child is familiar with to kind of ease that gap in the crisis going on.
A lot of times this start out in the court system?
It does. So most of the time they're going to be involved with the court system and working through that with the parents, making sure that they have kind of this case plan and that roadmap that what it's going to look like when their family is safe and that everyone can be returned back home.
And you do a check on them in some way, shape, or form?
Yeah, so we've got licensed social workers and case managers that will intervene and work with our families, connect them with the services, whatever it is going on in their specific situation to help them through this crisis, whether that's supporting them through addiction, helping them escape abusive relationships, finding adequate housing that's safe. Whatever it is, we will work with them for about a year on reunifying and making a roadmap to have their kids come back home. And that's where our foster parents come in, is that they are designed to be kind of that soft place to land for our kids while their parents are working on getting their lives back together and what's probably the biggest crisis of their life.
So a lot of times here in this town, we have a lot of grandparents that are raising the kids while the parents are someplace else for a number of months or years.
Yeah, that's very common for grandparents to be stepping up to raise their grandkids, which is going to be a better situation most of the time than those children going to strangers.
the poor grandparents, because usually they take care of the kids a lot of times, and they could say goodbye at the end of the evening, but not if they're the breadwinner, so to speak, for the kids.
Definitely. And in an ideal world, that would be a reality. But that is, a part of having families, to really have your network to step up in. Unfortunately, some of our families in this community just don't have grandparents. They don't have chosen family. We have a lot of people that aren't from this area. And that's when some of our general homes can really step up and start to create that village for them.
So you're talking about the viewers to register for an orientation on February 6th. What's involved with that? That's why we're playing this right now, because this will be out the weekend before February 6th. So time is of an essence. So what's in that orientation?
Yeah, so we offer an online orientation with a live instructor the first Thursday of every month. The next one will be on Thursday, February 6th. They're 2 hours long, and they start after work in the evening at 6:30 p.m. We created the orientation because we found that a lot of people that were on the fence about fostering were coming into our training and using that training kind of as their orientation, or to really see if the program is for them. So that's what we did, is that we made and designed this orientation to make more of a condensed version of our information, to really be about really a time to explore if fostering is going to be right for your family. So you don't have to go through our entire training to figure that out.
So is there anything else that people can do to help with this?
Yeah, so we want to acknowledge that not everyone can be a foster parent, or you might not be in a time in your life where you're in the position for that. But we want to let you know that everyone in the community can be doing something to make this a foster-friendly community for the families that are doing that. You can either partner with the division to create donation drives or help us appreciate our foster homes. We have appreciation parties in the summer, and then one in the winter time that we're always looking for either venues or different treats to help make that happen. You could also partner with the division to provide a lunch and learn presentation in your community groups, at your job, with your church. We'll bring you free lunch and talk more about the local need for foster homes in your community. And if you had any other ideas, like creating a foster family ministry, creating support groups or meal trains or organizations that ultimately make sure that our foster families that are doing the work are kept afloat and can keep doing that work, whatever you can do to show that Pahrump supports our foster homes and the work that they're doing.
So do some other communities, have they gotten together to doing something extraordinary, like helping you?
Yeah, so some cool examples are up in the north in Elko. We've got a really great organization called the Northern Nevada Moses Project that creates a foster closet and donation drives, not only for our foster families and the families working with our services, but really just any family in the community that may need that. We've also got the Renovation Foundation up north that recently created a summer camp for our foster youth to participate in Lake Tahoe this last year.
No, who sponsors that?
Jeremy Renner from the Renovation Foundation.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he is a celebrity in the Avengers movies.
Oh, he's the one that ran himself over?
Yeah, with his snow cap, but he's doing a lot better now.
Yeah. Oh, so cool. Yeah, he's a wonderful individual. Thank God he survived.
Yeah, he survived, and he's really mobilized a lot of his people and himself to really create things and experiences for our youth that, the division doesn't have the resources to do ourselves. We put together Santa parties or summer parties in the past, and they're fine, and our families really appreciate them, but the resources that community partners are able to bring can be tenfold, and it can really show great appreciation to our community and our foster homes.
So in Pahrump, where, if somebody wants to physically find, not you, but your department, where are they at?
So we are off of East Great Basin Street if you wanted to physically go to our office. And then if you wanted to learn more about our program or get in touch with me, you can reach our website. That's ruralnvfostercare.com. Got a lot of great information on the page. You'll find my information and my phone number as well. And I'm best available to be reached really every weekday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And you're out of Reno?
I'm out of Carson City.
Carson City.
Although I travel a lot, so this is probably not the first time you've seen me on this TV station before, or maybe in the community. Sort of events like the Fall Festival or Easter egg hunts are great things that the division like to be at and be able to show our support and contribute to. And that's another thing, that if you have any community events that you would like the division to be there or provide and share information on foster parenting, we're open to that too.
Were you at the our Harvest Fest, our Harvest Fest, let's call it that. Were you at that?
The Fall Festival
Fall
in September.
Festival, yes. I'm going way back.
Yeah, and I had a blast. The weather was great. I met so many people from the community in the booths that are also doing great things.
So that went well for you?
Yeah, it did. And we had some great people asking and inquiring more on the foster care process. And some that personally know our foster homes in town and had great things to say about what they're doing.
Oh, excellent. And what you're promoting is excellent also. There's a real need for it. And in our final minute, do you want to get any message across to the folks out there?
I just want to let you know that Nye County is in such a need for foster homes. Our foster homes here in Pahrump do amazing work. Most of them have been doing this for a very long time, and most of them have a lot of children in their home, and they need a break. And that takes more people in their community to step up and have that happen. So know that this is something happening in your community, and to help keep kids safe in your community, we're asking that you consider becoming a foster parent or help us find more foster parents. And again, you can learn more by going to our website, ruralnvfostercare.com.
So thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a real pleasure talking to you, and hopefully we'll meet again sometime. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. And welcome once again to Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pollock, your host, and we've got quite a crowd today. We have one of my favorite persons for coming on TV, or my favorite person too, Faith Muello. And she's from, see my cup there that I got from her, Clean Up Pahrump. And then Rayleigh Browning from, looks like it's Pizza Hut. And you'll find out why she's sitting here in a few minutes. But Faith is going to talk about a lot of the stuff that you've been doing lately. And you're always doing things positive for the community. Do you have part of the road that you have to clean up too?
So Cheryl Bogcalis in Clean Up Pahrump, she's part of the team, and she built a great relationship with the NDOT, Adopt a Highway. So
that's these people.
we have 4 stretches now of NDOT roadsides. So she runs those cleanups.
Where are the other ones at? Are they all 372 or 160?
They're 160 and 372.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Wow. Okay.
So that's great that we have that now.
That's a lot of responsibility too.
Right.
And that's a one-day cleanup?
She does Wednesday mornings from 8 to 9. And then to give Jason a break from going to the dump, or myself, then every now and then she does the Saturday as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you want to talk about? Which cleanup? Because you're doing one every weekend just about, right?
Yeah, so we do a wide range of cleanups. We go off in the dry lake bed, especially after the big firework holidays. Like we just did one on the dry lake bed and got a whole ton of fireworks. Not literally a ton, but a ton of fireworks that people just have a great time, but then they leave their stuff and they don't come back and pick it up. So we pick it up.
They learn from the people that leave all their stuff on the side of the road on the BLM, like on Game Bird and other roads too. They learn from those people. And behind the mesquites, I can go on and on. So your work will never be done.
Well, we've cleaned up the desert quite a bit over the years. Since 2018, we've cleaned up over 100 tons of trash. Way over 100 tons.
I was part of the cleanup Pahrump in years past when we would clean it up one day out of the year, and for a week the place looked great. After that, it just went downhill completely after that. So what Faith wound up doing, you came here how many years ago?
I came back in 2017.
And I saw her giving a presentation to the Valley Electric ambassadors. I said, oh my God, what's she talking about? She was talking about the origins, the beginning of Cleanup Pahrump, and getting people on board for that. And I've been following her ever since, because what she's doing is fantastic. If you're going to clean up Pahrump, you just can't do it one day out of the year, or 2 days or 3 days out of the year. It has to be a constant cleanup, and that's what you wound up doing, and you explained that to people. So what did you do to get that done? You every weekend?
Pretty much, yes. So, and we keep it to an hour because no one wants to spend hours and hours cleaning up trash. That
Yeah,
just
you're not going to kill
gets boring
yourself doing
quick.
it. Yeah.
And then I came up with the 1 hour a week concept. I took my truck off of Fox years ago, and it took me 1 hour to load the back of my pickup truck. And I went on social media and asked if anyone wanted to help, and then the following week 2 women showed up, and the rest is history. We have great community sponsors now. They give us fun door prizes to raffle off to folks who show up. We give out free T-shirts. We just like to show camaraderie among the team because, you know, I couldn't have gotten up over 100 tons of trash by myself. I need the team.
Well, it's good that you could find these people. They're out there combating the people that dirty the place.
Right.
So we have a lot of people that want to keep it clean. And then you're seeing the pictures there.
Yeah.
There's some of the trash, and there's the folks. Oh, you tell them.
Yes. So that's out in the desert. You just saw a before, and then here's an after picture of what we did. One day that was off Game Bird, and Game Bird looks a lot better since
It does.
years ago.
Since you
It
started
really
living
does.
here, yeah.
That's a roadside cleanup we did along Basin. So that was really fun. And we really like to partner with other groups in town too, other churches. We're doing this huge cleanup February 8th with the LDS community.
Oh, okay.
And we're gonna have 200 plus people. We're gonna have 20 different teams go out. So I'm really excited to work with them. So if any groups out there or churches wanna work with us, we're more than happy to, for sure.
That's excellent. And what are some of the areas that you've cleaned up constantly? What about Walmart? Do you do that or not anymore?
Behind O'Reilly's, that little area.
Yeah, that used to be a pig pen until you.
Right, well, we're going to go back there this Saturday because
It's
it's
going
looking like
downhill?
yeah.
Yeah, all with the winds we've had too. That doesn't help.
Right.
The people dropping their junk there, plus the winds happening too, and then it just falls into place where there's fences and things like that, and it falls against the fence. Mm-hmm. Like at Burning Man, we have a trash fence that picks up everything so it doesn't fall on the BLM land. So, and we have that here in town, whether we like it or not. They're trash fences. So, what else is happening with your group?
Well, last fall, we were on a French-Canadian show. I'm not going to say the name or too much detail, but here are some pictures from that day. The team showed up in numbers. I was so proud of everyone. We cleaned up a mess off a homestead. There was an abandoned trailer there with tons of hypodermic needles, tons of trash, clothes everywhere, and the team got everything up except for the trailer. I mean, look, they came out.
Wow, it's
They
probably
showed
around
up.
50 people there. My goodness.
I was so proud.
Now, when you said
They
the
did a
French
great
Canadian
job.
people, they came down here?
Yes, they came to do The episode was actually based in Las Vegas,
Okay.
but the last day of their deadline to find a group that cleaned up trash, they found Clean Up Pahrump, and
I'm
they
glad
reached
they
out.
did, yes.
Yeah, and they drove all the way here to Pahrump.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, so that was really exciting. So they haven't released the episode yet.
But that doesn't play down here, or does it play in Las Vegas?
It doesn't play down here, and it will be in French, but as soon as it's released, we'll definitely share it with the team.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, they were really nice people.
French Canadians, the Canadians are wonderful people, yes.
Yeah.
So what else might you have in store for us?
Well, so like I mentioned earlier, we have amazing community sponsors.
Yes, you have. In the beginning, you have that one coffee company.
We still do Java Junkies.
Java Junkies,
Yeah.
yes.
Chris Sue, he's my brother from another mother.
We won't go into that.
And one of our more recent sponsors is Rayleigh Browning. She's here from the Pizza Hut. And Rayleigh and I actually met at the Thanksgiving community dinner back in 2023. We just happened to meet and start talking. And she said she's the general manager here in Pahrump.
Oh, the Pizza Hut?
And she offered to sponsor our team, and she donates free pizzas for us to raffle off as door prizes. So we're so appreciative. And not only that, though, she's wicked cool. I'm gonna let her talk a little bit, but this girl, she's 22, and she just competed in Dubai for the United States. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Pizza Hut has a competition they host every year called a Pizza Championship. It is a way to incentivize our cooks to learn product standards and do the pizzas the right way, the Pizza Hut way. And it starts off in your store, and you battle against, I think we had 33,000 cooks participate in the U.S. last year, and our cook, Sam Ferguson, she ended up winning nationals, and her and I went on to Dubai to compete in a team challenge for the USA. So us two alone, we had representatives from Pizza Hut with us, but we competed for the entirety of the United States Pizza Huts, and it was amazing. There were 13 countries, and we took 5th. So
That's amazing.
So you traveled economy to go there? Did they?
No, so Pizza Hut US flew us first class on Qatar Airlines. So one of the best flights you can get. And for Sam, I mean, for me it was a big thing. I've traveled. It was my first time out of the country. And for Sam, this was, her first time. Her first time flying ever was for Pizza Hut to compete, was for Texas. And then her next flight was Dubai. And, before she knew it, her and I were in Dubai. And it's such a crazy experience you never thought could happen from, your job at Pizza Hut.
And you were on Qatar?
Qatar, yeah. It was the
Now-
Q Suites.
And did you have enough room in your seat?
Oh yes, plenty room. Sam, there was so much room. Sam could come into my suite and we could both sit there. So it was like a 2-person. You could lay down. They make your bed for you. You get 3 meals. You get 3 standard meals, and then they have like a menu you can order off of anytime. In-flight entertainment. It was amazing. The bathrooms had toothbrushes in it. It was crazy. It was an insane experience. Definitely a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Well, twice. You flew back the same way too.
Yes, we flew a twice in a lifetime opportunity. Yes.
So you had fun while you were over there?
Yeah, it was a great experience. Global Pizza Hut did an amazing job making us feel special. Because these are, supposedly the best in their countries. And they really did a great job showcasing that. And we were just thankful to be there with so many great people who follow, you know, they all have the same passion of pizza as we do. And I mean, Taiwan, Philippines, Portugal, Guatemala, so many Egypt, so many teams. And we had huge sponsors. Red Bull sponsored a large portion of it, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Ben and Jerry's.
Wow, we're gonna have to do another show on that. So right now we're out of time. We'll have to know more about this on a different show. But anyway, thank you, Faith. Thank you, Rayleigh, and thank you for watching. I appreciate it.